And also some piece of cheering news. At least 18 inmates from 3 correctional centers in Lagos have been released by the state's Chief Judge, Justice Kazim Aluba, as part of efforts to decongest custodial facilities. The inmates, who had been in custody since 2017, were facing charges ranging from stealing and conspiracy to robbery and other sexual offenses. Maugbejosu reports.
After 2 years, the Lagos State Judiciary has released a new batch of inmates from correctional centers as part of its 2026 decongestion exercise. The controller of the Nigeria Correctional Services in Lagos, Daramola George, said the exercise aims to address overcrowding and strengthen the justice system.
As the controller of corrections, overseeing the total facility in Lagos State with over 8,000 inmates in our capacity of less than 4,000. I can attest to the challenges we face in maintaining safe, secure, and rehabilitative environments. Overcrowding has been a persistent issue, impacting not only the safety of staff and inmates, but also the prospect of successful rehabilitation.
While carrying out the release in line with legal provisions, the Lagos State Judiciary said it leveraged on technology to identify and release inmates who deserved freedom.
But it's not about the whims and caprices of the CJ. It's about the dictates of the law. The law has stated these are the ones who are qualified upon these parameters. So in coming to carry out this exercise, we must look at the provisions of the law, and it's a lot of work. Because most of them, the records were not readily available. But for the leveraging on technology, we will not have probably have record on quite a number of them. But because we have the LCIS, that's the Lagos Criminal Information System, which is a database system, and then you have the BIMS, Base Information Management System, and some of these other technological apparatuses that we have put in place, we're able to even go beyond what was given to us from the correctional centers.
The Chief Judge of Lagos State, Kazim Aluba, also clarified the criteria for returning some inmates who were initially recommended for release, ensuring fairness and compliance with the law.
According to the law, if your case wasn't a felony, that's very serious offenses, then of course you are qualified. First step. Second step, all right, why have you not been taken out of custody? If your case was to attract 10 years imprisonment, even if you were tried and convicted, but you have stayed in prison for about 8 years without trial, then of course we look at, and then the prison now says, the correctional service, that's their new name, now says, oh, this person has been behaving well. Also, the law gives me the prerogative there to exercise my discretion and say, all right, he will have spent 10 years if convicted. He has spent 8 years without having been convicted. And the record I have is that he's been behaving well. Okay, for 2 purposes. In order to decongest the prisons, and in order also to show mercy to people. Because the impression of anybody who has gone to prison is that the system hates him.
The released inmates were drawn from 3 main custodial centers, including Buster Home Adigbe in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Ikoyi Custodial Center, Kirikiri Maximum and Medium Custodial Centers in Apapa. Maugbejosu, LTV News.